Attention, attention, attention. Doo-doo-doo-doo. This is the Tao Net B of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, you may come in with your call sign. Reminder to everyone that our net is being recorded for training purposes. You may come now.
10, yeah, number 4, Lima, Echo, India.
Tin Yacht number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tin Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
Okay, I got 3. Anyone else coming in? Anyone else coming in? Okay, well, usually this net is a little quiet to start with, but it's okay. Let's begin. Wow. So, updating to everyone, as of now, Bear is in the air, flying, 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 and she's going for a tank time. So, she just had her dinner, and it looks really good. And she says she finished it all, and I was like, wow. The first comment is that the portion had more stuff than the takeout. So that's good to know. uh, and she had a lot of wine from what I see. So it should be very good for tanking right now. And then, wow, we have 2 extra episodes online, one from the BB team and one from the 3G team. Oh my goodness, everyone is very busy. So I do like these cases because it allows me to teach more things, right? So as you go through them, you learn more about what's going on. You experience more about like how magic power works, and it's not like, oh yeah, we'll pray for you and just wait. We don't do that kind of thing. Oh God, yeah, I pray for you. Okay, okay, you can screw yourself. We don't do that here. Okay, it's real work being done and real result being seen. That's the fun part. It's like we said, it's like a lab. You know, you go into the lab, you do experiments, and then you work until it's fixed or under control. Find out the problem. That's the most important thing. The more you go through, the more you learn. And from my experience throughout the years, it's like the the more you fuck up, the more potential you have. So that's basically how it is. If you're like a disciple who never have problems, never bring up any problems, and always like, kind of nothing happened to you, then it means that you don't have much to learn and not much potentials. So you should feel happy that you actually have problems, and that means it's another chance for you to learn. The Tao see you as more useful and worthy in a way because you're meant to learn and meant to fight. I don't have a lot of problems myself, and Pedro doesn't have a lot of problems, but we have you guys giving us problems. So our problems come from you guys. Team jet number 4, Lima Echo India. A. Team jet number 4, Lima Echo India.
10, yacht number 4, Lima, Echo, India. Yes, yeah, it makes perfect sense. Oh, never mind. That's kind of like my startup. Like I say, like every single net, I gotta fix that. But what I really meant to say was like about the airline stuff. Yeah, that seems pretty awesome. I remember when I was like doing a lot of travel myself. We used to go like every year and like for 3 months at a time, back into the V and stuff like that. And here I gotta say, American Airlines sucks. Like they just give out peanuts and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that's all they do. Like the American Southwest airline here. Uh, but then if you go into like Korean airline or what do you call it, like I think I went to Japan airline, like those places, like those airline, like they treat you pretty good. Like I had like wine and stuff. Like the food was yeah, I say the food doesn't taste like cafeteria food, like the USA airline and yeah, they was giving out playing cards and all sorts of stuff. So those airline, they seem to be like a lot more uh, I don't know, like luxurious in a way. And yeah, that's how I kind of feel about the airline here. They need to like step it up. Yeah. Uh, Tinyat number 4, Lima Echo India.
Talking about that, I just shared some photo of the meal. It's some lobster scallops and rice and lobster soup, something like that. And she said it's way more stuff inside compared to the takeout in Hong Kong. So, and also they're giving you not plastic forks and knives. They're giving you actual usable metal ones. So that is a surprise. I thought it's like all plastic right now. So it seems pretty good. And she have the blanket as well. Okay, let's move on. The 3G network. TNet number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tinyat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. Oh yeah. So that looks pretty tasty. Not gonna lie, it's been a while since I had some scallops. um, makes me want to get all Bayrish, like you. I think I'm using the word right. Um, Again, appreciations to you, Sir John, for helping out, giving us the lesson today. Glad to have problems for you to help. um, I yeah, it's funny because we had just, I think the other day, talked about the whole faith in ourselves and the need for it. So this is like, I think, besides sending troops, this was like the first time that I engaged this much with the altar, to like do something. And besides sending troops and the ceremonies. So I was wondering how much of my own doubts was getting in the way of things, right? You tell us to not be robotic, and I think I'm still trying to figure out where that line is, like making sure that we follow instructions, and at the same time um keep in mind that the intention is important, and where I might be getting robotic, and like the fears of not doing everything perfect, right? Like even like when I was doing the water, there was a moment that I had to stop myself because I was like, shit, did I do clockwise instead of counterclockwise? And then I went ahead and like did it, like went over the instructions again and did it again. I mean, that's the part I got a yang on though, like after everything was said and done. Um, and then like I when we're talking about D6, I got the impression that this is something that's pretty, I don't want to say easy for me, but like we've been practicing with like daydreaming. Like at least that's what it feels like, right? Like using the imagination to like engage in D6. But like, then when with something like real on the line, like, engage the health and stuff. It's like yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more of my footing around this kind of stuff, so I stop second guessing myself. And so yeah, it was exciting, a little nerve wracking. But I mean, I know this is like that first responder life too, right? Tinyat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Exciting. Very exciting. That's how you learn. You need to have some problems that you cared about, like, it's an actual problem. And it's not like, oh, it's just someone outside. It needs to be like something like that. Like back then I was having issue, and then Kim Sajon have to save me, or I have to save her, and it's like there's no other way. You don't have other people helping you, and you need to be the one to solve the problem, right? When your mindset is like that, you learn fast. And it's very real as well. It's not like just some placebo effect. I pray for you, it's fine, just sleep, go to sleep. Not like that. So the most important thing is, do you know what you're actually doing? Like, why do I say use the sword and not the fan this time? What are you actually doing? And then the symbols and the clockwise, counterclockwise, like, why are you actually doing that? Like, what are you trying to achieve? What are you supposed to communicate with the power that you're using? And what is the power that you're using? Do you understand the whole thing, instead of like, I understand the instruction, step one, step two? No, like, do you understand what you're actually doing? Okay, so that is what's most important. If you don't get that part wrong, then everything can be kind of modified on the spot. There's a Chinese phrase, people say, like, when they're at war, okay, like in the ancient time, the emperor would send the generals or the marshals to war, eh? And those generals, they always say, when the generals are outside and at the front line, there are decrees and orders that they will not accept, because they are the one in charge. So you gave them a mission, and they're trying to get that mission accomplished. There are orders that they will not take from, even from the emperor, because the emperor don't know what is actually going on in the front line, and you at the front line had to deal with the actual situation, right? So you know the best. The faith is there for you. You take charge. So I gave you instruction. You are the general, right? You went to war. You go and enter D6 and whatever. Hey, when you're doing stuff and you see some ye crap coming up, are you like going to go by whatever I have told you to do, or are you going to like kill that thing first, right? Like, think about it. You're the one in charge. You're the one there looking at things live. So yeah, don't be a fool and just like, oh, Satron said do this, I'll stick to the menu. Sometimes, so don't expect something to pop up, and then you see something pop up. You need to deal with that shit right away. Okay, do not dope yourself. Tina number 2, Golf Echo India. How are you doing right now?
Tinyat number 2, Gulf Echo, India. Uh, really tired. My chest hurts a little bit. Uh, uh, yeah, I guess I'm happy to be providing learning experiences, encountering them myself through my own rookie mistakes. Um, and of course, providing the opportunities for everybody else to not have to make that rookie mistake in order to learn from it. It's a wonderful thing about the transparency of keeping things online and talking about it on Zello, as everybody else gets to benefit from it too. Um, yeah, I'm still curious about some of the things that we did. Maybe you can talk about why we did use this word this time instead of a fan. There are particulars of that um, I'm not certain about, which I think is fine because I was just the recipient this time. Gap was the one doing the heavy lifting. Um, and I'm gonna try to not shung out for the rest of this net. Tuning out number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Okay. Well, I want to hear what Gop has to say about why we're doing this and what we're actually doing. So when it's his turn, he will take a wild guess, and then I'll reveal. But it's good to see you here. You know, at least you're not like sung down. So that shows that whatever was done was at least helping. That's very good. Okay, anyone else want to check in? Check in, check in. Okay, well, moving back to the top. Before Lei kicked in, uh, we were talking in another room about Wing's issue, and I was kind of surprised because they were talking about like Wing was regularly taking what 20 medicine every day. I have been mind blown. I mean, like she's only 24, and she's like a medicine drawer herself. You pull open. Wow, so many pills. What's going on? Um, a little bit earlier, like before the net, you see, I put up a formation to help her, right? Oh, she thought it was the blood sugar again, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm feeling dizzy, nausea, and all that." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not blood sugar. I don't look at blood sugar." So I dealt with it with magic, and of course it's Yi, and then she settled already. There's no medicine involved. So if you look at the blood sugar level and you're like, okay, I need to eat medicine. Oh, you know those medicine? They're trash. Ah, when your body is being hit by Yi, it goes weird. It goes like abnormal. And then all that blood sugar or whatever other things are just like symptoms. It's like your alarm. You know, the smoke alarm, right? Your house is on fire, smoke alarm is ringing, and what do? Well, the Western medicine is like, okay, we'll shut the alarm for you, not fix the fire. The fire can keep burning, but there's no more alarm now, so you're fine, right? Go die. For us, we are like, now we deal with the fire, and the alarm will stop. That's exactly what happened just now. So the five thunder incense goes up, start working on her, and everything settled down right away. So yeah, maybe Lei can fill me in with more details. But I was shocked. That many medicine. Oh my God, are they free? I don't know. Tina number 4, Lima Echo India.
Kenya number 4, Limo Echo, India. Yeah, those medicines. Yeah, I've been hearing about them. Where she say like, she's taking like she poking needles and to squeeze out the blood sugar, test out the blood sugar and stuff like that. Uh, I remember back then I had the ex-father. He did the same thing, and then yeah, they had him. Uh, Whatever medicine, he ended up dying anyway because of that. He started limping and stuff like that. So yeah, I like yeah, I learned like the TCM is a lot more like healthier and stuff like that. Uh, and me myself, I took like headache like pills over the years. Like I did that before, and that's what I kind of feel like. Like sometimes like the medicine gives some kind of other side effects, but it doesn't fix anything. It just like it turns off like it just like turn off like your senses so you don't feel like whatever that is. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like over the year, that's why I don't even go to the doctors anymore. So when they talk about health insurance and stuff like that, like to go to the doctor, I don't really give a shit. Like I was kind of mad at my job. Like first of all, they let you cash it in. They give you health and wellness savings, but before um, they give it to your paycheck. You get the option to put into health, like for doctors and stuff like that. Um, but after that, they make you put in the health and saving, and I know I ain't gonna use it. The only time I'm gonna use it is just get some glasses. But yeah, uh, yeah, there's so many other options out there. Like so many options here. Like the all that like Western medicine, yeah, I feel like it's bullshit as well. It might be scary at first, like letting go one at a time. But then yeah, like it feels like if I don't take this, I'll die or something. Like Hasaja one time go to emergency room and then turns out it was nothing. She thought she was gonna die, but it all came out to nothing. Yeah. Tinya number 4, Lima Echo India.
Uh, that Haas case. No, she didn't go there. She was at home, and like she's supposed to be working from home. And then the doctor called her and said, "You need to get to the emergency room as soon as possible, or you're gonna die." And they're saying like, your body is having this issue, that issue, and your body is like eating itself. And I'm like, what the hell? And she get like super nervous, super scared, like trembling voice. Suddenly it's like the world flipped over, like, whoa, what happened? It's my time. And she called me right away. And I was like, wow, I'm talking to her. I saw travel over, and I'm like, nah, forget it. You're fine. I looked at her. I'm like, no, you look okay. What's going on? So I asked her, what do you feel like these days before the call? She was like, I feel fine. I can eat, I can sleep. There's no pain, no nothing. I'm like, yeah. Then what's wrong? There's nothing wrong. So after like calming her down, um, I told her, forget about it. You don't have to go. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die at home. You're not gonna die in the hospital, being stressed out. Like, oh yeah, I'm dying. Let's put on a KJ, right? Get some food, hug my cat, and then like, die in a happy ending with the KJ. So, like that's how you want to die, right? So she listened. She didn't go, and then after a few weeks or something, the doctor called and said, "Oh, sorry, that was like a wrong report. Like we put the report in the wrong file or something, and it's not you, it's another person." She was like, "What the hell?" That's how it is, Doctors, doctors. Uh, I'm like, if you are scared, like a normal person, like you don't have me around and you're scared and you went through all the treatment that day, to the ER and all that, even you are not dying. You might be close to dying already because of the stress, like they are scaring the shit out of you. It's so stupid. So anyway, now back to Gap. You can let me know, what do you think you were doing back then, with the sword and all that. So let's hear from you. Tina number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tinyat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. So I went ahead and did a little bit of homework to make sure that I was gonna answer this question. At least try. Um, Jaya Xianxia. That's the name of the deity. The one that was born from Team BB. Which is a sword that we used just now, and like just looking at her prayer, um, how she's about cleansing and cutting away evil, destroying evil and misfortune. Um, it seemed like a actual perfect weapon to for exorcism, and I I definitely got that just from the previous things we've had us do, like going using the incense, going clockwise, counterclockwise, that we're getting power uh from the gods to like empower, borrowing power from the gods to empower the weapon for the for the for the ritual. Um, the uh, the writing of the fu into the water with the blade. Um, that was pretty cool. The the directing that power into the fu water so as to create um water to cleanse, to help guide, like as just as was written, to guide the dragon uh to the water so that it could help fortify Gay from the inside. Um, and then going into D6 to to wave the flames around and burn away the E crap, all the potential E crap that that Gay may have been dealing with, or clear out, do my best to clear out the heap clogs with it. Um, yeah, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I could think of as far as I mean that's pretty much what comes to mind as far as what I've understand from this level of what we were doing. Tinyat two, Tinyat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Not bad. Uh, almost, almost perfect. First of all, first point is dragon, guide dragon to water. It's not that cup of water. Okay, the command is saying dragon is the connection of the chi from the sky. You remember the sky today? Sky, ground, water. Okay, so you're bringing the chi from the Yun San all the way through the ghost altar and down to here, which is the water zone. So we're talking about the water zone as in the three parts that we talked about this morning, not the bowl of water, that kind of water. Okay. And the dragon is talking about the moving energy from the Yun Sun that flows downward. Okay, dragon flows from the sky and down. So you're because her um, energy is stuck in the middle. It's not moving. So you want the god to use the water as a medium to go into the deeper side of her to help her guide the energy back to the right spot and down here. So if the energy is not coming down and being blocked in the middle, which was she was feeling, then the cold feet and everything will happen because you're not getting enough charge locally. Like the local energy body might be like halfway charged up, and it's only down to like the waist level and nothing going down the feet. So the feet will feel cold like that. Um, and using the fire to burn off. Okay, you see, you're using fire in D6, right? So the opposite in it's like in D8, it's water, and water doesn't always translate to like physical water. Okay, it it translates to something coming into here. So with the fire in D6, when you burn ye crap, the Yi crab has to manifest to the D8. And when D6 things go to D8, they die. That's exorcism. You're pushing the Yi crab from their dimension that they belongs to. It's kind of like you take the fish and put them outside on the beach on the sand and let them like sun bath, so the fish eventually die, right? So same thing with like you throw the human out to space, they don't have oxygen, they will die. So exorcism in Chinese is called 可以 is like you push something to move out to a certain zone. So it's like if I kick you out of my house, that is like the word 可以, right? To like push you out of that zone. So we're pushing the yi from their dimension that they belong to, which is D6, to D8. And when they expose to this dimension, they cannot survive and they will die. So that's exorcism in specific. Okay, Tina number 2, Golf Echo India.
Vignette number 2, Gulf Echo India. Yep, that makes a lot more sense now. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm so tanky. um, uh, I guess I'm like partly still baffled that um that something so normal seemed to have had such an effect. And granted, like I don't really go anywhere anymore. I feel like I've gone to the store and back like this entire month since I've joined the lineage. Like my exposure uh to Yeep and to other people's stuff has been super minimal. So I guess that was kind of a big blast to just sort of introduce myself to there. I'm curious if there have been any updates from Base Yujuan. I'm not sure how long she's expected to be on the flight for. Looks like she's eating well, which is wonderful. I know you mentioned there was an episode going on with the BB team as well, so I'm hoping you can let us know how that's going and if they're doing all right. Tuning out number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Base John should be I don't know actually. I forgot the time, but I think maybe tonight, like our evening, she might be there. Not sure when though. Now she's just tanking, so there's no more update from her. But everything seems fine. She have in-flight Wi-Fi, so that is so good. So even there's no more data, from the phone. She can still use the Wi-Fi from the plane. Amazing. She actually did downloaded all the music, the AI music and all that, and so she have enough audio to keep herself entertained too. That was like totally meant for her. So yeah, she is doing good. For you, the like there's so many daily things that will be not such a good idea to do when the other side is dirty. Like hugging, right? Like shaking. There's so many ways to get crap on your body. And well, I understand that, some people are used to doing that a lot. And you don't realize that you're actually getting a lot of crap because you don't know about it. Um, well, if you have to transition to reducing doing that, then before you do those things, you can stomp the hot spell, like hot spell X, and stomp the right foot for the intention of like putting your shield up. So you're blocking away everything, uh, and then you do the physical action, then it's going to reduce the problems. Um, Yeah, hugging is not something. It's dangerous when you hug someone. The heart sticks together, right? So you overlap the heart, whatever is in their heart will go to you. And if they are dirty, not to mention that, they're not going to have the same energy as you, but if they have ye crap or even curses for you, it all penetrate in one go. Very dangerous. So yeah, need to be careful. Now, hugging is dangerous. Fucking is even more dangerous. So yeah, both of them will have bad consequence if the energy is bad. Um, like that famous lady was limping the other day. Anyone want to check in? Check in. Okay, going back to the top. Tina number 4, Lima Echo, India.
Number 4, Limo Echo India. Yeah, the stuff about the hugging, the handshakes and stuff like that. That's quite interesting because I never knew that before. Uh, I remember back then as a kid, even when as a baby, like the ex mother and stuff, like the ex father was like trying to get me to like give him a hug or kiss, but somehow like even as a baby, like I turned away from them. Like I like no, I ain't doing that. So growing up, I've actually never even hugged or kissed my mom or ex-mom or the ex-dad. Like maybe like I did it once when I was like 1 year old or something like that. I couldn't remember, but that was it. Like dang, I can't believe like I actually never actually done that myself. Yeah, that was I don't know why. You would think it was like a normal thing for like your kid to like wanna like hug and kiss the parents, but I've never done any of that. So yeah, I was wondering what's going on back then with me for that, but I don't regret it though. But yeah, uh, 10 yacht number 4, Limo Echo India.
The funny thing is, you say all that, and then you're like, but I don't regret it. That's the funny part. Well, you're allergic to them. You don't like their yi. You don't like the energy. You don't want to stick to them so much. Well, that's normal. You're like that. We know. Um, However, that also leads to another wisdom here. When I say you need to buy a stuffy that is big enough, like it got to be big, not the small one, that you can actually um, like hug onto it, and it's like when you hold it, it got to be big. It can't be like a very skinny one. It needs to have some, kind of like a ball. Why do we do that? Well, if your stuffy has a god inside and you're hugging the stuffy, right? You're actually mixing your heart with that god. So when you hug the stuffy to sleep or just hugging it for a while, right? Your heart is mixing with the stuffy's heart. And if your stuffy is like the God's mission is meant to be helping you to clean up your yeep, or maybe to empower, or maybe to protect, or whatever, when you're hugging it, that is the time when the God is actually doing work on you. So when you're feeling like very shitty, you hold on to, you hug on to the stuffy that is actually there to help you maybe soak up the yeep, right? Like different stuffy need different mission, right? So you hug on to that thing on top. After a while, maybe you tanked or something, right? then you get healed by that stuffy as well. Yeah, very fun, huh? um, in our dictionary, we have a word, sickness. Bang. Okay. Now, sickness is not like how we usually like, oh, I have a flu, I have this problem. That's not sickness. Sickness is referring to when some energy, soul energy, right? Or whatever energy in D6 went into you and then it rooted itself into you and it start growing inside you, but you cannot get it away. Something that's stuck inside you, right? So, like for example, someone's thought, and then you kind of have that thing stuck inside, and it can't go away, and you always like think of that someone, or always bring up such memory and so on. That is sickness. I have a stuffy to remove sickness, and that is my fish. Anyway, let's hand the mic to senior number two, Golf Alpha Papa.
Yacht number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. Yeah, I feel like the last time I had a stuffy, I was a teenager, and it was never not that big. I think the closest thing I had was since then was my punching bag, which I guess it doesn't serve the same kind of purpose. um, but yeah, I am still kind of wrapping my head around the concept of putting our heart into things. Like I really dig the idea. I feel like there was a natural tendency to do so, even if we didn't know what was going on. Like just like favorite toys, favorite games, favorite clothes. And then there's the bullshit that you catch from like JC and Buddhist culture, the whole thing about like forget attachments to the items and then this drive to be like oh, I should be able to handle everything without the need of things. It's like it's really kind of limiting. It's like you say, it's like if you need a screwdriver to screw something in, you're not gonna do it with your bare hands. You gotta get a screwdriver. Um, so um, yeah, I have an interesting question. Um, since we're still learning, it's like like as the altar is growing and I like getting like all these gods on it. It's like I'm wondering if because I felt the desire to, but I also didn't want to like jump the gun without talking to you about it. But I've wondered about like singing the prayers, or saying the prayers to the various gods that I've already got, like that you gifted us with, and like if that's appropriate, or should be like holding off on special days only, or if it's like the other thing is like talking to the altar is like talking to them individually, or like yeah, I don't know, I'm still kind of not what's the word I'm looking for. Like I love the idea, but I also know that there's that like you said before, they're not necessarily friends. You don't talk to them like you would talk to a friend. And I don't know, it feels weird to just be asking them for stuff. Sometimes to be like, "How was your day?" Or like, what would you like, from me, and as far as like figuring out if they would appreciate certain like sacrifices. So like, there's food and incense, and I don't know, maybe I don't know. So it's in at number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Aha. Okay, first of all, a prayer. What is a prayer? We have prayers that you can chant, but when you chant the prayer, it's only a container. So usually we chant the prayer every month for the God that has the anniversary, right? But when you chant it, like during the ceremony, The action of you chanting, it's only like, okay, now I'm putting the box there and giving them the box. Okay, that's the action. When you chant, you're giving the box over. Now, what have you put in the box? That is the actual thing. So the actual thing in the box is your heart, your faith for that God. And faith is only demonstrated by physical action, not just talk. Okay, so how do I demonstrate I have faith in, let's say, the golden sword God, right? The Chi Yu Xin Si, right? So how do I demonstrate I have faith in her? I use her power, right? Today, Wing have issue. I use her sword and use her power on her and try to like save Wing from feeling like shit. It worked. Boom, faith +1, right? The more you use their power, it is showing them that you like them and believe in them. All these experiences turn into memory inside your heart. When it is time, you have the ceremony going on and you chant the prayer. That's when all that stuff you have saved up in the heart is being delivered to the other side. So do not think like a Buddhist, like, oh, I just chant this mantra, right, in front of the God like 10,000 times and it's going to like give them a lot of energy. No, that's not how it works here, okay? It, they don't need your energy. So don't think of energy. It's not like that, okay? You can think of it this way, like you are a grandparent, okay? You have grandchildren, and you already went through most of your life. You're just enjoying looking at the grandchildren. And then you're like, okay, I can help them. So let me help. And then you cook them some favorite dish and whatever, and they're like so happy. When you see them come back and say, "Oh, can we eat that thing again tonight?" Oh, you're happy, right? Because they like it. The more they come to you for help, the more you feel that they're actually enjoying, believing, liking you. And that boosts your heart. It boosts your feeling that, oh, I really feel happy. I really want to do more for them, right? That's what the God is like. Okay. So you don't want your grandchildren to be like always in front of you and then like, praising you like a bill, right? That will be like super fucking annoying. Number two, Golf Echo India.
Tin yacht number 2, Gulf Echo, India. Yeah. There's a lot of things that only really start making sense once you're starting to learn this stuff. Um, yeah, obviously there are some things that come naturally. I feel like humans probably do hug each other with the intention of, like, for instance, mixing heart energies, because, sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's really, really not a good thing. So I'm glad we're learning all about the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves in a real way. And that's where my brain stops. Tin yacht number 2, Gulf Echo, India.
Just to confirm with you, a while ago, Gab was saying like his mom brought the news of the father, like her husband, is under some health issue, right? Uh, so he's still alive, but having some critical issue. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. He's had previous surgeries that have caused complications, and they're kind of dealing with the fallout from that now. I don't know like how life-threatening the situation was, but he's definitely um,
like restricted to bed rest. He's not on his feet right now, kind of thing. Back to you.
Okay. Um, well, good news and bad news. Um, so bad news first. So I'm sure you'll be like, "Oh, it's okay," like you kind of want to comfort her and then give her a hug. Well, look, she is super yippy. Isn't she worried? Right? Like she is worried. She is worried. That means she have a lot of yeep inside, and you are here to comfort. So you're like, I'm here to share the load for you, right? Your mindset. And then it's like, oh shit, the load really came. You're like, oh shit, it's real. Oh my goodness. And then the shit went to you. So she felt better. You can tell she felt better after the hug. Why? Well, because you ate the shit. That's why. So yeah, it's not free. Taking the burden off someone, it's a legit real thing. And so you now have the burden. Well, when you're not in a good condition, you have to control yourself not to be too kind to people. Um, and then there's another thing, another good news. If the father dies, um, around like, well, somewhere around like in a month, okay, then it will be a great time good time to die. But if he dragged too long and over the first 15 days of the lunar July, that will be not so good. So if he's dying, better not try to save him and don't waste money. Let him die. Why? Because that is the time when our lineage religious court is opening up the court for the lunar July 1st to 15th as a special promotion. So anyone who want to like they're dead but they don't have anywhere to go and they want to like try getting ordained here and so on, they are offered like they can go in the religious court to get a job, to live and to be ordained. So even they are not in Taoism before, if they want to, like we're giving a freebie, 15 days for like freebies to come in. So that could be something that will be useful for the father if he dies. If he die after that period, then he missed the train. So yeah, if you want to die, I mean, like if he's going to die, better die quick. Okay, it's time to go. Team number 4, Lima Echo India.
Team yet number 4, Limo Echo India. Yeah, I had something like that happen once before. The ex family text me overnight, like, "Oh, your mom is dying. You need to call her back." Um, so I'm like, "Oh, okay. So I might get hit with AEP. So let me do something to protect myself." Yeah, it turned out it was all a scam. But yeah, uh, she ain't dying at all. She was the hell of lying. Then yeah, I was wondering, um, what if like you have somebody like close to you, and you're like they're like JC or something like that, and then you fall like the lunar something fall here with the Lord of Salvation, where the day where we open for freebies and stuff. So are they still could they still like have a chance like pick a choice, you go to Egon Land or you go here to work and stuff like that, or kind of like y'all go like, okay, since you're JC, nah, we ain't gonna invite you over at all. I'm just wondering like that. Uh, Not like I really want the ex mother in there, but it's just out of curiosity. Uh, Kenya number 4, Lima Echo India.
You just have to add that point. Oh, not like I want the mother to be here. Um, yeah. Well, it is okay because anything before they are dead, right? Usually is because they don't know. So now they're dead. So the first thing is we need to check, can we actually search them up, right, in D6? So we have to give some information, like a picture, a name, and whatever, right? We give some information to the gods and see if the god can track them down. If the god can find them, then we can give them the choice. So usually it's like, okay, there's a case where like there's this client from USA, and she said it was her friend, a male, that died, and he is like her good friend, but the family isn't doing the right thing, and they're trying to do something else for him. So she said he wanted to be a towelist, and he is like kind of DIY himself and that kind of towelist. So I said, well, we can try. If the gods say okay, then we can get him in. So she paid to do the ceremony, the funeral ceremony, and I did it for her. So during that time, I saw the ghost came. Yeah, the ghost actually came, and he came and kneeled down and accepted the ordain. And if I saw he got carried over, transported to the religious court. So yeah, they can actually have a choice if they're not like captured away or something. If you're like, before you die, you're like a very serious monk or serious priest or whatever, another thing, then the Yi God might not want to let you go, right? So if you're like really being pulled back by the Yi God, then there's two choice. One is give up, another one is we have to fight the Yi God and grab him back. But well, I mean, I don't want to do that for them if they're not related to me. So yeah, there's still always still a chance. And usually I would say the dead people are much easier to help than the people who are alive, because when you're dead, everything is visible, right? Like I show you this and I'm legit right away. But if you're like alive, it's like, oh, I can't see it. I have so many choices. What if like when you're dead, there's no what if. You see my altar, the god is there, like boom, there's light, right? And you're like, wow, shit, this is cool. Immediately you have to like submit yourself. So I like helping the ghosts more helping human beings sometimes. Team chat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tinят number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. Well, if I'm to be completely honest, there are so many reasons why I reached out to join the lineage in the first place. Like, yes, I've always been fascinated about like actually getting down with like real Taoism and having a real master, and then the like learning about this option about helping the dead was kind of a big deal. I think it was your video talking about like spiritual looters and the danger of ancestor worship that got me curious, because I got family that do that. They have pictures of the dead, and my yeah, my grandmother. I mean, it's actually the room that we're staying in was pretty much yeah, here it comes. The room that we were staying in was actually sort of like a museum that was kept dedicated to my cousin who committed suicide when she was like 14. Not in this house, but she brought the furniture over to the house, and the room across from us is like it's untouched, but it was set up as a room for my grandfather. Um, and my grandmother, she don't really know better, that she's been acting from pain, and it had been my ambition to get good so that I could fight for them, fight for my family, because you know they've they have suffered a lot because of me. Like all the stuff that we talk about, like about reminding of the past, like I did that. I'm the one who reminded them of the past. I'm the one who who and I know that a lot of the reason why I'm fucked up is because of my parents being bad. But a lot of that is just ignorance, and it was kind of like a thing that I was hoping that I'd be able to you know help them at least at the very least, if not in this life, in the next one. um and yeah, so I that's this is one of the reasons why if that I have that desire to go as far as I can as a Taoist, even though I know I should be focusing just on us right now and building our strength and recovering. Like that's definitely in the cards too. um but yeah, like this we're gonna have a lot of questions for you with this upcoming ceremony, because I don't know how long that that offer lasts, because had family that have been dead for years, and I guess we'll find out. That's Tinyat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Don't worry, it's there every year. So if you're not ready this year, it will be next year, and eventually, you will get it. It is a thing for us every year that the court opens up for 2 weeks. So only that 2 weeks, lunar July month, like lunar 7 month, the first 2 weeks. So right now we are at exactly the first day of the 6 month. So there's like 1 month to prep for that. In the past few years, it was pretty much just me doing stuff because the others are not really involved in learning, not proactive, and so on. So mostly me, and the gods in the court are working. At the first few years, it was like only the court, like the gods are doing their job, and we basically just kind of sign up for the ghosts. Usually, we do like an open invitation, so it's like the ghosts around the D6 of the area that we live in, it's kind of like you have a big speaker and you announce to the outside and ask like, hey, anyone want free lunch, and people who heard it might respond, and then the landlord will gather them up and shove them to the court. So there are times that we actually did the whole ceremony, and it's like we welcome the people over first, like gather them up, and then even if they're not ordaining, they will get some treatment, because most of the ghosts are really worn out. They're like really in bad shape. So you give them the cleansing, you give them the healing, and basically give them the power to regroup, be like normal goes again, and then we offer them the choice. Do you want to ordain, or you want to like go home, right? If you want to walk away, then well, screw yourself. you know, After all that good stuff, you're not joining. Oh, screw you, right? But usually they will ordain, and then if they do, then at the end of the second week, the god will bring them up to the court, and they will be initiated and ordained like that. So there you go. Team number 2, Golf Echo India.
Vignette number 2, Golf Echo India. That's pretty cool. I feel like I've heard you mention that before, but the open promotional space on the other side, that's really cool. I wonder if that means there's a really big difference between the number of Samlaw Taoists uh, on this side than on that one. Like, are there way more dead recruits than there are living disciples? Tinyat number 2, Gulf Echo, India.
Well, if you're like a ghost and you're learning directly in the court, then you have no relationship with me. It's more you have relationship with the Tao, right? And So it's like you learn there, like you learn in the court, not from me. So I don't really care, like, or know who they are, but they have their life there, living in the court, getting a job, and so on. Things like that. There's a cost for learning, and that is you need to work. So, yeah, they have to work, but it's not like you can work right away because you don't know anything. So how can you work, right? So the court has the Samlo Palace, which is the area for normal people, normal disciple to live, and there is um like the medical side and also the education side and things like that. So you do have to learn before you can work. They do train you and give you education over there. um if you're in there, there's like less chance of you going bill on the god. Like I don't think you would, because you're actually seeing things now, and it's like you don't want to get out of here. So it's kind of like you actually entered the military, and you see your uppers are there. Everything is like so legit, and there's no room for you to fuck around, right? But if you're like here, online, some people don't take it seriously and just want to bill around, and what can you do, right? So I would say, compared to human, maybe the goals are more behaving, and easier to teach because they don't need a lot of proof, maybe, or convincing. It's like they really want to stay and learn because they know this is the actual thing they need. If you're human, then not everyone is that sure. And that is why some people are so stupid and foolishly thinking that, I ordain and I'll just stick around and see what happens. I'll be a background, and then they don't show up, and they just, you know, ching on, or maybe not even ching on, because they don't see the importance. If you know this is that important, why would you do that, right? So human are a little bit more stupid sometimes, but for them over there, I guess because they see it, so they don't they cannot afford to be stupid. So there you go. Okay, it is now 5:36 p.m. We'll end the net here. 73 to all, and we'll see you back online and also the net tonight. This is Team Net number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, Echo, Echo. We'll be clear.
Kenya number 4, Lima Echo India. Clear.
Kenya at number 2, Golf Alpha Papa, clear.
Team Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo India, clear.